life with Tao. Why including someone in your life is difficult? Why it is difficult? There are few things you have to understand. You are standing somewhere. First, you have to understand to include someone is a journey, is a process. It is like a journey. You have to start your journey from where you are to reach somewhere. So where you are standing, this is known as the near pole, and where you have to reach is the far one. You have to begin from the near, and near is the beginning. You have to start a journey. You have to start the journey from your home, where you are, where you are at the moment. Only then it is possible. This is first thing. Secondly, you have to include your friend. You have to begin with your friend. You do not, then you will not feel any difficulty. When you have to include the friend and be inclusive of friends, then two difficulty comes in. In including anyone in life, it is not a matter of friend or enemy. It is a question of your opening. Are you open? Are you ready to make friends? If you are introvert, it will be very difficult for you to make friends. So then you will be like a lonely island, living in your own space. It is a question of the first thing, it is a question of your opening. Are you open? Are you ready to have friends? Because there is every possibility that you may get hurt as well. So there is a question of opening. And when you think of opening or readiness, the question comes in of fear. Based on your past experience, your friend, that whom you trusted, hurt you. Even for a friend, so you will remain totally closed, not open to include even a friend. There is a fear of being hurt. So you remain guarded even with a friend. You are trying to make friend with someone, but you are guarded. You are afraid of being hurt because of the past experience. Even with friend, you have not revealed your being total. How can you include him? So first thing is this, your openness. Are you ready to include him? You can include him only when there is, and then there is a fear of being hurt. So you are not ready. So when there is, you are open, you have no fear, it comes, a trust is very important. Can you trust the person whom you are including? Again a question mark comes in. You can include him only when there is no fear, when you are not afraid. We are afraid of being hurt, so we do not want to include anyone in part of our lives. when you can allow Him to move with you, and you are not making any security arrangements, even with the beloved, even with someone that you want to enter into a physical or sex relationship, you are guarded. You have not opened your mind. This is how it begins. Still, there are few things which are kept secret, private, and if you have privacy, you cannot be open, you cannot be inclusive, because then the privacy will be known. Then your secret will become public, at least through that person. It is not easy to include even your friend. So do not think in terms of including the enemy. It is impossible right now. So you have to begin from where you are, from the near pole, where you are standing. You can start with a spouse. You can start with a friend whom you are willing to accept as your spouse. So first thing is this: you are open, your doors are open to welcome you. There is no fear, there is no fear of being hurt. And when there is no fear and you are open, then trust comes in. And so openness brings the willingness. Fearlessness and willingness or openness brings trust in you. And with the trust, you allow that person to start the journey of inclusiveness, to start being part of you. So the first thing, do not think in terms of enemy right now. That is a trick of the mind. Think of a friend. The second thing, the question is not include someone. The question is to be inclusive. There are two things: to include or to be inclusive. Include is an effort, and to be inclusive, that is the quality of your consciousness. The inclusiveness is the quality of your consciousness. Create the inclusiveness, create the quality that we are not aliens, nor as strangers join. We are bound to each other by a causeless force. So this is a quality, it is an understanding. With understanding, it becomes your quality. How can you create this quality? And for that, what is the technique? You are sitting near a tree. Look at the tree. It is outside you. But if it is really outside you, you cannot know it. Something of it has already traveled within you. That is how you can know the tree is there. It is green, you know it. But do you know that the green exists within you? Not the tree. When you close your eyes, the tree is not green. So you are starting with the process. Now scientists say that is the color, that the color is given to you. Everything is in nature is colorless. There exists no color. Color comes into being when rays traveling from a particular object meet your eyes. Now, you are looking at the tree. Tree is outside you. Your eyes open, and from the eyes the aperture opens, the camera aperture. Eyes are the aperture of the mind. Mind is the camera that captures the image, but it does not do it directly, it does it through the eyes. There are many things you do not focus. You saw a tree in front of you, you are walking the street, you see so many people, but you do not capture the crowd. Your eyes capture only one. And then the camera captures it, and then the rest of the process begins. So when the light comes out of your eyes, falls on the tree, it makes an image, you see its color. So everything in nature is colorless. There exists no color. Color comes into you, into your being, when rays traveling from a particular object meets your eyes. The aperture of the camera works two ways. The light comes out of you, eyes falls on the object and brings back the image. So color comes in when the color comes traveling with the rays, traveling from a particular object to you. Because you are seeing so many people, the color is coming from there. Then the color is created. So color is given by your eyes. It is the meeting of the tree and you where greenness happens. The flowers are there in bloom. The scent comes to you and you smell it. But that fragrance also is given by the fragrance also is given by you. It is not the nature. Only the waves are coming towards you, which you translate into the image. You translate into a smell. It is your nose, it is your nostril which smells it. It is your eyes that see the color. If you are not there, there will be no smell. Means you are not open. If your nostrils, if you have a cold, your nose is blocked, then you will not smell anything. The fragrance will not reach you. The openness of the nostrils is important. If your eyes are closed, then you cannot see the tree. The tree will not create anything in you. So openness is the first criteria. With the eyes, the color comes in, the image comes into you. With the nostril, the fragrance comes into you. There have been philosophers like Berkeley, Nagarjuna, Shankar, who say the world is unreal. It exists in your mind. Because whatsoever we know about the world is already given by us. Because of this, Immanuel Kant, a German thinker and philosopher, says that the thing in itself cannot be known. Whatsoever we know is not a thing, it is our projection of it. Whatsoever is our projection of it, that makes it known. Your face looks beautiful to me. Your face is neither beautiful nor ugly. It is my attitude that makes it beautiful for me, whereas for someone else it may not be. It is I who make you beautiful or ugly. It depends totally on me. It is my feeling. If you are alone in the world and there is no one to say that you are ugly or beautiful, you will not be either. Or will you be? If you are alone on the earth, will you be beautiful or ugly? Even when you look at yourself into the mirror and you decide you are ugly or beautiful, there are two. You are not alone. Will you be intelligent or foolish? You will be nothing. Really, you cannot exist alone on the earth. You cannot be. If you are sitting near a tree, meditate. Open your eyes and look at the tree. Then close your eyes. Close your eyes and look at the tree within. If you try it, again open the eyes, meditate on the tree, and then again close your eyes and look at the tree within. In the beginning, the tree within you will be like a faint shadow of the tree outside. But if you go on continuing, by and by, it will come to have the same reality and being as the tree outside. The same situation arises. You are sitting in front of me. You look at me with your open eyes, then you close and look at me inside you. The image will be shadowy. If you continue doing this, then a moment will come, then you will realize, you will see me the way I am seen with open eyes. So you cannot see the same things, capture the same image with closed eyes. And if you continue to persist, which is difficult, a moment comes when the outer tree becomes a shadow of the inner. First, the inner tree, which you are seeing after watching the tree, you close your eyes and trying to see it within, it comes like a shadow of the outside. But if you continue like this, then it will happen, the tree will become a reality within, and what you're seeing outside will be a shadow of what you're seeing within. The inner becomes more beautiful, alive, because now your inner consciousness is the soil for it. Now it is rooted in the inner consciousness. Now it is feeling on the consciousness. Really, it is something rare. So when Jesus or the people like Jesus talk about kingdom of God, they talk in such a colorful language that we think that either they are mad or they are just in hallucination. They are neither. They have learned how to include the existence. I said you have to start with a friend. They have included, they are friendly with the entire existence. So they have learned how to include existence. Their own inner consciousness has become now a life-giving phenomenon. Now, whatsoever is planted within becomes alive. It is more colorful, more fragrant, more vital, just as the tree, after continuous experiment and looking, the inside becomes more alive and lively than outside. Now, whatsoever is planted within becomes alive. It is more colorful, more fragrant, more vital, as if it does not belong to this world, this mundane world. This belongs to some other world. Poets know this a little, mystics know it very deeply. For poets also know it a little. They get a glimpse. They can feel the world included in them. This is inclusiveness. This is how you learn to be inclusive. Try to be inclusive. This is what I mean when I say be inclusive. Let the tree go in and be rooted there. Let the flower go in and allow it to flower there. You cannot believe it because there is no way unless you experience it, unless you experiment it. Concentrate on a bud of a rose flower. Bud of a rose flower. Concentrate on it. Go on concentrating it and allow it to be transplanted in the inner. And when really your inner experience of the bud has become so real that the outer, the real bud, the so-called real world appears to be a shadow of it. The real idea is now included. The real essence is inside you. And the outer is just a faint copy, like as I said, when you are sitting in, so you have to start this way. You can do it in many ways. You are sitting in front of a tree or you are standing in front of a flower. Look at the flower deeply and then close your eyes. Try to see the flower with closed eyes. In the beginning it will be shadowy, it will not be very clear. You can do it with your own face sitting in front of the mirror. Or when we are sitting in front of sitting in meditation in front of an awakened one, try to look at him or try to look at your spouse with open eyes. Now you close your eyes and look at the spouse deep within. In the beginning, it will be a faint idea. The image will not be there. If you open another dimension, your nostril is open, you smell the fragrance, Then you close your eyes, close your nostrils and feel that fragrance within. With an effort, you will reach to the point that in the beginning, the image will be shadowy, faint, and the outside will remain the reality. Then a moment will come that the image inside you that you have captured will become more real, and the outside one will become faint. This is inclusiveness. And you cannot when this happens, you will be amazed, because the inner bud will start opening and it will become a flower, and such a flower that you have not known. And you cannot meet that flower outside, because this bud that you have brought in within starts opening up within you. Now this is a rare phenomenon when something starts growing within you, opening, blossoming within you. This is what happens when you start looking at yourself or your spouse or the master. Something begins to grow within you, opening, and this is the way of inclusiveness. In this way, be inclusive of everything. So first, you can begin with the friend, you can begin with yourself. Are you included in you? Is your outer, is part of you? What kind of language is this? When you look at yourself into the mirror, and after seeing, you close your eyes, and do you see your image within? This is near. You can start from here. Then you can start with a tree, you can start with a candle, you can start with anything. Then slowly and slowly you are learning the art of inclusiveness. Then you go on including your spouse, your friend. And this is how Jesus, when he says the kingdom of heaven is within, but this is the only way to be inclusive. So enough for now.